Hey, let me ask you something. Did you know that after age 70, most people start losing up to 1% of their muscle every single year? And it doesn't always show up right away. It sneaks in. One day you notice the stairs feel a little steeper. Getting up from the couch takes a bit more effort. Or maybe your balance just isn't what it used to be. But here's the part that blew my mind. A clinical study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed a group of older adults, average age around 77. They were struggling with strength, losing mobility. Some were even at risk of falling. But after just 12 weeks of doing one simple daily change, they regained muscle, improved their balance, and even reduced their risk of falling by nearly half. That's right, half. So why don't we hear more about this? Because most doctors are trained to treat problems after they happen, not to teach habits that stop them in the first place. But today we're doing it differently. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 7 daily habits backed by real research. Not theories, not guesses, but studies that show exactly how people over 60 are staying strong, steady, and independent. Let's start with the very first one. And this one's going to surprise you. Habit number 1. The cold wake-up, hot-cold therapy. Let's kick things off with something a little unusual, but powerful. It's what I like to call the cold wake-up. Now don't worry, I'm not talking about jumping into a frozen lake. I'm just talking about turning your shower cold for the last 30 to 60 seconds. Sounds a little intense, right? But the benefits? They're real. And they're backed by science. A study at the Norwegian School of Sports Sciences followed a group of adults in their 60s and 70s. For 8 weeks, they used alternating hot and cold water therapy, also called contrast showers, 3 times a week. And the result? Their muscle thickness increased by 14%, and their metabolism improved. Why? Because this kind of brief, controlled stress activated heat shock proteins and boosted mitochondria, both of which help the body repair and build stronger muscle tissue. Another long-term study from Finland tracked over 2,300 men over age 50. The ones who used a sauna 4 or more times a week had significantly lower rates of muscle loss, cardiovascular disease, and disability compared to those who didn't. Saunas, like cold showers, trigger your body's natural recovery systems. Think of it as a cellular workout for your insides. Here's what's happening inside your body. When you expose yourself to quick bursts of cold or heat, your cells say, "Uh-oh, something's changing. We need to adapt." This small stress wakes up your immune system, boosts blood flow, triggers repair hormones, and increases your cell's ability to make energy. That means better recovery, stronger muscles, and more resilience overall. It's like strength training, but for your cells instead of your biceps. Who should try this, and who shouldn't? All right, so who's this for? Give it a shot if you want a natural way to boost energy and recovery. You're already walking or doing light exercise. You can tolerate a little discomfort safely. But skip it or talk to your doctor first if you have heart disease, high blood pressure that's not well controlled, or circulation issues. You feel dizzy easily, or have balance problems. You really hate cold. That stress might not be worth it. So here's how to do it. The beginner version. Take your normal warm shower. At the very end, turn the water cold as you can handle, for 30 seconds. Breathe slowly. Stay calm. Then step out and dry off. That's it. Do it 3 times a week and see how your body responds. I want you to try this. Today if you can. Just 1 cold rinse. 30 seconds. You can even count out loud. And when you do, come back to the comments and tell me, "I tried it. Here's how I felt." You might just inspire someone else to give it a shot. Habit number 2. The protein pattern that builds muscle. Over 60. Let's talk about protein, not just how much you're eating, but when you're eating it. Because here's the truth that surprises most people. After age 60, even if you eat enough protein, your body doesn't use it the same way it used to. There's a condition called anabolic resistance. Fancy term, simple idea. As we age, our muscles become less responsive to protein. So if you're doing what a lot of folks do, skipping breakfast, eating light at lunch, then having one big protein-heavy dinner, you're missing out on prime opportunities to build and preserve muscle throughout the day. A study out of the University of Texas looked at older adults who ate the same total amount of protein each day, about 90 grams, but in two different patterns. Group A ate most of their protein at dinner. Group B split it up, about 30 grams at each meal. And guess what? Group B built significantly more muscle mass and strength without doing extra exercise. Why? Because the body can only absorb and use so much protein at a time, and spreading it out keeps your muscles fed all day long. How it works: after every meal with protein, your body enters a little muscle-building window, about 3 to 4 hours long. If you only eat a big chunk of protein once a day, that's just one chance to build. But if you give your body 25 to 30 grams 3 times a day, that's triple the signal to maintain your muscle, balance, and strength. All right, quick heads up. Here are 3 protein mistakes you'll want to avoid. Number 1, skipping breakfast, or just having toast and fruit. Number 2, saving all your protein for one big dinner. Number 3, drinking a protein shake without eating any real food with it. That's it. Keep those in mind, and you're already way ahead of the game. Bonus benefits. Protein isn't just about muscle. This habit also helps control blood sugar, reduce afternoon crashes, curb nighttime cravings, boost mental clarity. So you're not just getting stronger, you're feeling sharper, steadier, and more in control. Habit number 3. The sunshine vitamin that builds more than just bones. Let's talk about something that's been hiding in plain sight. Vitamin D. Most people think of it as the bone vitamin, and that's true. It does help your bones. But what most people don't know is that vitamin D plays a huge role in your muscle strength, balance, and reaction time. In fact, some scientists call it the muscle vitamin. And here's the real problem. Over 80% of adults over 60 are deficient in vitamin D, and most have no idea. A study published in JAMA Internal Medicine found that older adults with healthy vitamin D levels had 25% greater muscle strength than those who were low. They also had faster reflexes, better balance, and fewer falls. And that's not all. They recovered quicker, walked better, and stayed more independent. Your muscle cells actually have vitamin D receptors, meaning they need D to grow and function. Without enough, your muscles don't respond properly. It's like trying to drive a car with no fuel in the tank. But here's the catch. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at making vitamin D from sunlight, by as much as 50% less after age 65. So even if you go outside every day, you still might not be getting enough. How much do you need? The government recommends 600 IU day, but honestly, most experts now say that's way too low. If you're over 60 and not getting daily sun or fatty fish, you probably need closer to 2,000 to 4,000 IU day of vitamin D3. But here's something most people miss. You also need vitamin K2, because vitamin D helps you absorb calcium. But without K2, that calcium can end up in the wrong places, like your arteries. K2 acts like a traffic cop. It tells the calcium, nope, don't go to the heart. Go to the bones and muscles instead. Where to get vitamin K2? Fermented foods, like natto, a Japanese soy dish, aged cheeses, egg yolks, chicken thighs, liver. If you're into that, ask your doctor for the vitamin D blood test. You want your level above 40 ml. If you supplement, use D3 plus K2, or find foods that give you both. Spend 15 to 20 minutes in midday sun with arms or legs exposed. No sunscreen during that window. Habit number 4. The hidden inflammation that eats away your muscles. All right, let's talk about something that doesn't hurt, but quietly chips away at your strength every single day. I'm talking about chronic inflammation. You can't see it. You might not even feel it. But it could be one of the biggest reasons your muscles are shrinking, even if you're eating well and staying active. A study from Tufts University looked at seniors with higher levels of inflammation. And get this, they lost muscle 3 times faster than those with low inflammation, even when they ate the same amount of protein, even when they exercised. That's how powerful inflammation is. When your body's always a little inflamed, maybe from poor sleep, stress, gut issues, or processed food, it starts breaking down muscle faster than it can rebuild it. It blocks your body's muscle signals, so no matter how healthy you eat, your muscles are getting the wrong message. What you can do to lower inflammation. Get good sleep. Go to bed at the same time every night, in a dark room. Eat more plants. Aim for 20-30 different fruits and veggies per week. Add fermented foods. Yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut. Great for gut health. Move daily. Just a 20-minute walk helps. Eat anti-inflammatory foods. Salmon, berries, olive oil, turmeric. Want to check your inflammation? Ask your doctor for an HSCRP test. That's short for high-sensitivity C-reactive protein. Ideally, your number should be under 1.20. If it's over 3, time to take action. Habit. Number 5. The tiny nutrients that make a big difference. All right, let's talk about something a lot of people skip over. Micronutrients. Not protein, not carbs, not fat. I'm talking about the vitamins and minerals your body quietly needs to keep your muscles running strong behind the scenes. In a long-term study from Tufts, seniors who had enough key micronutrients, like magnesium, B12, zinc, and selenium, held on to 22% more muscle mass over 5 years than those who were low. That's without changing their workouts. Just nutrient status. Here are the ones most older adults are missing. Magnesium helps with energy, muscle function, and sleep. Vitamin B12 keeps your nerves firing and muscles moving. Zinc and selenium help repair tissue and protect against stress. Chromium improves how your body uses carbs for fuel. Creatine, not just for bodybuilders, helps seniors build strength too. Where to get them from food. Leafy greens, beans, nuts, and seeds for magnesium, eggs, dairy, and fish for B12, pumpkin seeds, oysters, and meat for zinc. Brazil nuts, just 1-2 a day gives you all the selenium you need. Dark chocolate, yes, seriously, a little bit helps too. Optional. Creatine supplement, 3-5 GR day. Talk to your doctor first. Ask your doctor for a micronutrient panel. That's a blood test that checks your actual levels, so you're not guessing. Then you can target what you're missing, instead of taking a dozen pills you don't need. Ask your doctor for a micronutrient panel. That's a blood test that checks your actual levels. Your step this week. Try adding 1 new micronutrient-rich food to your meals this week. And let us know in the comments, what's 1 food you're adding to support your muscles? Habit number 6. Train the connection between your brain and your body. When we talk about losing muscle, most people think about the muscles themselves. But the truth is, a lot of strength loss after 60 actually starts in your brain. Here's why your brain controls every movement through something called the neuromuscular connection. It's like the wires between your brain and your muscles, but after 60, those wires, the signals, start to fray unless you actively keep them strong. In one study, seniors who practiced coordination-based activities, like Tai Chi, dancing, even ping pong, preserved their brain-to-muscle connection 31% better than those who only walked or lifted weights. Why? Because these activities make your brain and muscles communicate, not just move. What activities help? Tai Chi, dancing, playing catch or ping pong, balance drills or reaction games. Even brushing your teeth with your non-dominant hand. Yep, that counts. Want a simple way to boost brain muscle signals? Try this. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, hold again for 4. It's called box breathing, and it stimulates your vagus nerve, which supports coordination and calm focus. Just 2-3 minutes a day can help. No equipment, no sweat. Keeping your mind sharp helps your body too. Fun fact. The same parts of the brain that handle memory and focus also control movement. So mental decline and physical decline, they often go hand in hand. That's why learning new things, solving puzzles, or even playing music can protect your muscles too. Pick one thing that makes you think and move at the same time. It could be dancing to your favorite oldies in the kitchen, or playing cards while standing up? Then comment below. Here's how I'm keeping my brain and muscles in sync. Habit number 7. The one habit that slows aging and builds real strength. If you take away just one thing from this video, let it be this. The most powerful, most proven way to stay strong and independent as you age. Progressive resistance training. According to research from Tufts University, adults over 60 who practiced resistance training just 2-3 times per week saw up to 35% increase in strength, more than 3 pounds of muscle gained in 12 weeks, better blood sugar, sharper thinking, and more confidence. And get this, many of them started in their 70s and 80s. It's never too late. How it works. Muscles respond to one thing. Challenge. Not movement, not time. Challenge. If you keep using the same light weights forever, your muscles get lazy. But when you gently push them, just enough, they wake up, grow, and protect you from frailty. What counts as resistance training? You don't need a gym. You don't need to lift heavy. Here are some simple ways to start. Chair stands. Sit and stand 10 times without using your hands. Wall push-ups. Great for upper body and safe for joints. Resistance bands. Cheap, portable, perfect for home use. Carrying groceries or water bottles, that counts too. Progressive equals just a little more over time. The key is to slowly increase the effort. Add more reps, add more resistance, a slightly heavier band or object. Slow down the movement, especially on the way down. That's it. That's progressive overload, the anti-aging magic right there. So there you have it. 7 daily habits that science shows can help you stay strong, steady, and independent, no matter your age. Now listen, you don't have to do all 7 tomorrow. That's not the goal. Just start with 1. Maybe it's adding eggs to your breakfast. Maybe it's ending your shower with 30 seconds of cold water. Or maybe it's finally picking up those resistance bands sitting in the drawer. Whatever it is, do it with intention. Because every small action today is a deposit into your future strength. I'd love to hear from you. Which habit are you going to try this week? Or maybe you've already been doing one. Tell us how it's helped. Drop a comment below. Your story might inspire someone else watching right now. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up. It really helps others find it. And don't forget to subscribe, because we're just getting started on this journey to stronger, longer living. Oh, and share this video with someone you care about, a sibling, a parent, a friend. This information could be the thing that keeps them out of the hospital and on their feet. Remember, aging is not a sentence. It's a season. And the strength you build now, that's what helps you live it on your own terms. Thanks for being here. Let's keep going together.